Hello everyone, happy evening, a very good evening. I hope and I believe all of you are doing well. A quick note whether I'm audible and visible, everyone. All right, that's great. So I believe that all of you are here are going to appear for the tomorrow's INICET exam. So that's the reason you are here. So I'm going to keep this very short without taking much of your time. Just like your elder sister or your well-wisher who would come a day before your exam and give you all the blessings and all the good wishes that may you do well tomorrow. That's the reason we are having this session just one day before the exam, right? And so what I'm going to talk about in this session is what are the do's and don'ts in the exam hall that you should be cautious about. And so just a revision of that. It's not any academic revision, not any topic revision, but just a revision what you should do and what you should not do, what you should take care of. And what are the topper secrets? Basically, how does a topper get a top rank, right? How do the top rankers get the top rank is what we are going to talk about. Of course, the NEET PG students are also who are not going to give the INICET. You can watch this session because the same principles apply to any exam, be it NEET PG, FMGE or any exam. Okay. So first of all, what I would like to say is, say no to the exam stress. I'm very much pretty sure that there would be no one here who would not be stressed about the tomorrow's exam or maybe even for the NEET PG exam, right? And we call it very natural, right? So being stressed is what we call is very natural. But let me honestly tell you that when you are stressed, when you are under performance pressure, your performance gets affected to a significant extent. The very reason that majority of the students who get very good ranks in their university exams do not score very good in competitive exams, one of them is because they get under the performance pressure and so they start panicking. So please do not do that. That's the number one point that I want to tell you. How do you do that is, if you have not done even till today, you can just open a video in the YouTube, like maybe a short 5 minutes meditation or breathing exercises or any chanting, basically to keep your mind calm. Okay, very important. If you're not able to sleep tonight, guys, you can try doing Yog Nidra that I always suggest, because I do it myself whenever I am overworked and I want that one rest, one nap, and I feel good. That is Yog Nidra. So please do that if you want to and you're not able to sleep or if you're not able to take rest. Okay. And then next one, remember, even if you don't feel that you can do it, but I know that each one of you can do it, right? So knock that T out of the can't out and keep telling it to yourself, I can do it and I will do it. It is said that fake it till you make it. Even if you feel that I'm not able to do it, I'm not remembering anything, I don't think I'll be able to do it, but counteract on your monkey mind and keep telling your monkey mind that no, I can do it. The questions will come from whatever I have read, right? The examiner will be very meherban on me and give the questions from whatever I have read. Okay, right? So remember that most of the important things in the world have been accomplished by people who have kept on trying when there seems to be no hope at all. And I know that majority of you would be in this boat where you think that I don't think there's any hope now. But you do not have actually anything to lose. We all are praying, we all are working hard so that you get some good scores in the INICET exam. But let's say, for example, let's say that the exam does not go the way we want it to be. Is there any stake? Literally no. Why? Because you guys, this batch is particularly lucky in the sense that you've got your INICET exam just 1 month before the NEET PG exam. So even if you think that I was not able to do very well in the INICET exam, just 1 month later, you have another opportunity and another chance. So everybody, I would suggest that give this INICET exam like a mock test, like a grand test. So that how relaxed, ekdam aaram se you give your grand test and mock test at home, even without worrying that about the results. That's how you should be giving this INICET exam, and you would definitely perform better. Trust me, when you give the exam without too much expectations from the results, you perform better, right? So understand that you have actually nothing to lose. This INICET is like your real mock test and grand test, from where you would also learn the lessons that you would otherwise not do from the grand test. Okay? No, Dr. Starry Scam, I actually mean it. Trust me, if I was in your place and I was in this batch, I would have been very thankful for this opportunity. Here, INICET is coming just 1 month before the exam. Actually, that is what used to happen when I gave my All India PG exam. So, that was the last batch that AIPG was there. Then came the NEET PG exam. So, when AIPG happened and 1 month after that, I had my Maharashtra State PG entrance exam. And like I've always been like one of the top students, I also went into that performance pressure because AIPG was the first PG entrance exam, the first attempt that I was giving, expecting too much out of myself. I always used to get like first 50 rank, All India rank in the I just joined the test series to evaluate myself. So in that I used to get great ranks in the grand test, the mock test, right? But then in the exam hall, in the All India PG, I did make blunders which I never did in the mock test. But again, thankfully, we had another chance. So the Maharashtra State PG was just 20 days after that. I learned out of it, and then I got the top 10 rank in the Maharashtra State PG exam. So the learning lesson is, if you will keep cribbing over something that has happened in the past, you are never going to improve and get better results. So remember, any exam, be it any exam, is just an exam and nothing more than that. It's not the end of the world or the end of the life for anybody, right? It is just a temporary thing which is there, the results which is there. It's just one hurdle, one milestone that you have to achieve and cross, right? The life is much more beyond this. So honestly, from my personal experience, I would give you this suggestion that do not get under performance pressure. Do not overthink on any question, because that's the blunder that I did in my exam. So I was very cautious of answering the questions where I was not sure of the answers. Whatever questions I answered, I knew that they are accurate. I know them very well. But then, considering the negative marking, I did not take a lot of risk and landed up attempting less questions. So remember that you have to attempt more questions. The more you attempt, generally you get the better results. The questions that are to be left unattempted are only the questions that are alien questions. Otherwise, where you think that this is topic I have read somewhere, maybe the options you might have not read, but your instinct will somewhere tell you related to the topic, the information which is there. Your brain computer will retrieve those files from the folders that you have 19 subjects ka in your brain ka computer, and it will give you the information. So all you have to do is trust your first instinct. Do not overthink, and be very specific of the time management right from the first question. Now all the exams, be it INICET, NEET PG, FMGE, all of them are now blockwise. So now what does that mean is your one exam is actually divided into multiple mini exams. So what you need to do is, when you're going from first block to the second block, third block, you have to forget about the previous block, however bad or however good it might have been. Remember, underconfidence, overconfidence, both are bad. Extremes of anything is bad, right? So even if your current block seems difficult, keep pacifying yourself, keep telling yourself, I'm pretty sure that the next blocks will be easy. Do not get panicked. Remember, even a topper will not know all the 200 questions ka answers. So, right, you are not anything different. Even you will face the questions where you will not know the answers. So, I don't know why do we get panicked when we are not able to, recollect or answer some questions in the exam. That's absolutely fine, right? If you are one of those less fortunate ones who gets the first block itself as a difficult block, that's going to be a test of your mental resilience. So be prepared that even if my first block is difficult, I'm not going to let that affect my further blocks. Or on my first block, I'll not even think that, what will happen ahead. All of that, stay in the current block, given your best at that time, and crack the exam, right? Forget about the previous and do not think about the future blocks. So coming to the time management, in INICET exam, you have 200 questions. right? You have 200 questions which are divided into 50 questions, that is 4 blocks is what you have, and you have basically 45 minutes for each block. So 50 questions and 45 minutes, unlike the NEET PG exam where you have 40 questions and 42 minutes. Here the time that you have is even less than a minute. So the time strategy that I would suggest you following is, as your clock is ticking for every block from 45 minutes till 30 minutes, right? So by 30 minutes, try to finish off basically the number of questions which are remaining should be 30, right? Beyond 30 minutes and more, so let's say at 25 minutes, the number of questions that are remaining should start decreasing. It should not be more than 25. Between 45, the first 15 minutes to get that pace basically to get adjusted, your number of questions remaining might be more. At 32 minutes, you might have 34 questions remaining, 35 questions remaining, like something like that. But once you cross that 30 ka mark, make sure that now you improve your speed and the number of questions remaining is less than the time that you have. So this is very, very important, because another common mistake in the exam hall. Initially, we tend to overthink on every question. We do very aram se, and then suddenly at the end we realize, oh my God, so many questions are remaining. I should have done it faster right from the beginning, right? So please remember, these are few mistakes that you should always be cautious about. Number one, do not get panicked. Second, do not overthink on any question. Third, slow pace at the beginning and then hurrying up at the end. Fourth mistake, please do not keep a lot of questions for review, right? Especially in INICET exam, these are not considered for evaluation. So you don't have to keep questions for review, as less questions as possible. So what you should actually be doing is, the last 5 minutes you should keep for review in every block. So rather than 45 minutes, by 40 minutes, you should be able to complete the questions there and keep the last 5 minutes in each block for review. Okay, that is what you should be doing, and keep minimum questions for review. If you have read the question, please answer then and there. It's a mistake that I have done in my exam. I read the question, but when I was not confident, I moved on to the next question, right? Your knowledge does not suddenly increase when you come back to the question the next time. So whatever your instinct says the first time, trust on that and mark it. Okay, trust on that and mark it. Next, the next important thing to be remembered here is some tricks that you should be following when you are answering the questions or when you are looking at the questions. Try to follow some strategy basically to save your time. Be smarter than the examiner. If the examiner is trying to trap you, please do not get trapped. So what you should be doing is, what I generally do is, this is one of the topper tricks that is used very frequently. Read the options of the question first, because from the options you'll get an idea that, okay, what subject, what topic is this question from. So then you will be able to find that folder in your brain ka computer again when you know that, okay. So for example, when you will see options like, let's say, amphotericin B, ketoconazole, terbinafine, you have a question which has these options. So when you read the options first, you get to know that this is something related to antifungal drugs, right? So then you focus yourself on the antifungal drugs ka topic and you try to read the question from that perspective. Second that you should do is read the last line of the question and the second last line of the question if the last line is not happening. The last two lines are generally the crux giving in the question, especially in the lengthy question. This trick is very, very helpful. Okay, this is very, very helpful. Third, if it's an image-based question, try to have a look at the image first. If it's a spotter image, again, do not mark the answer directly. Read the question ka last line, because again, you should not make a mistake. An example that I give here is, so suppose when you are given a barium enema image with the lead pipe colon. Okay, you are given barium enema image with the lead pipe colon, and in the options you have lead pipe colon, you have aphthous ulcer, you have mucosal granularity. So if you will not read the question, you will jump to the answer directly and mark the answer as lead pipe. But the question is asking, what is the first finding in ulcerative colitis or in this condition on barium enema? It is not even asking you that what is the image showing. So they want you to make a diagnosis and then tell what is the first finding, that is mucosal granularity. So that is why image-based questions do not jump to the answer directly. Read the last line at least, even if it's a very, very easy image. Second important point, in image-based questions, sometimes the history is enough to give you the answer. So remember that. Again, if you see an image which is very, very difficult and you have never seen, that does not mean that you get panicked. The clinical history, especially in these questions with difficult images, is enough to help you come to the answer, right? Remember, you are preparing for PG entrance. You are not doing post-graduation in 19 subjects. So you need not know everything of all the subjects. Trust me, I have given the NEET PG exam recently, and even without reading all the 19 subjects in detail, I have got a score of 600, right, without reading all the 19 subjects. So I hope that gives you the confidence that actually it's not very, not very, very like a strict thing that you should know everything of all the 19 subjects. If you are smart enough, you know the cheat codes to logically guess the answer. That's what a topper does. You will definitely be able to crack the exam, right? So focus on that. Sometimes the common sense, the cheat codes are the most important things in the exam, and you'll be able to apply them only when you are maintaining your calm in the exam hall. This is the most important thing in the exam hall out of everything, if you ask me. The most important is to stay calm. Otherwise, everything goes in vain. All the hard work that you have been doing goes in vain. So please do not let that affect you. If at all you get panicked, you start getting stressed out in the exam hall looking at the questions, just close your eyes, take some deep breaths, and reinforce, do the positive self-talk that you have done so much of hard work. You cannot let that go in vain. So take it one question at a time and give the exam. Okay. If the paper is difficult, it's going to be difficult for everybody, not just for you. Also understand that. The number of questions that you should be attempting out of 200, if you are expecting a very, very good rank, should be around 195, right? Depending on what rank are you targeting, the number of questions attempting should change. So somewhere between 192 to 195 questions is what you should attempt if you're looking for some top 100 ranks or so. Okay, very, very important. Okay. Yes, absolutely. What to eat early morning and at night? See, everybody's body is different. Whatever you have been doing so far, please keep doing that. Okay, do not experiment just before the exam. But definitely before going to the exam hall, I would suggest eating some chocolates like dairy milk or so. From my behalf, मुझे याद रख के तुम लोग खा सकते हो, ठीक है? Or because that will keep your glucose levels high, the caffeine will keep you a bit activated, your brain's active. So have that thoda sa dose before the exam hall. And please do not forget to carry some emergency medicines with you when you are going for the exam, right? Like antacid, antiemetic, antipyretic. At least these should be there with you so that if you need that, it's handy. Okay, it is handy. Is this clear with everyone? Yes, caffeine is, like for me, the caffeine is very, very important. The caffeine dose is very, very important. अंकित सिंह चिल मारने का पूरा ट्राई कर रहे हैं पर हो नहीं पा रहा है, बैक ऑफ द माइंड कॉन्स्टेंटली चल रहा है. अंकित एक आधा कोई इंटरव्यू देख लो रीसेंट एग्जाम का, जहां आपको मालूम पड़ जाएगा कि यार at the end it does not matter whatever you have even the students who call themselves very average manage to crack the exam maybe today or maybe tomorrow or day after. तो आज नहीं तो कल you will be able to crack it. तो better है by maintaining the calm, कल ही crack कर लो, right? That is tomorrow's exam. So watch something positive and do that. Yes. What is allowed, Dr. Radio? Did I miss your query? I don't know. Emergency medicine, see, you are not allowed to carry it with yourself. But at least if required, तुम्हारे bag में तो रहेगी. Right? You will not be allowed to carry, of course. Yes, yes, Harish, mostly I'll be there. No, you cannot carry, guys. I meant that carry it in your bag. एग्जाम के पहले भी लगेगा कि मुझे एसिडिटी हो रहा है, नौशिया लग रहा है, तो दवाई तो रहनी चाहिए साथ में. Pratik, let's focus on basically giving the best attempt and giving an attempt which gives us a rank, which gives us a choice to choose our branch and the institute. Where do I want to do, right? So that should be what our target should be when we are preparing for this exams. Now, so last day, should I learn more or just leave it aside and stay calm? See, again, there are two group of people who are there. Whatever you have been doing so far, do that. Like for example, I am a person, till the time the invigilator will, not tell ki come inside or I'll not allow you later, I'll keep studying. So that's how person I am. You might not be like that person. So it's your personal call again. Whatever suits you the best, do that. For me, studying till the last minute helps. And I do not get panicked even if I don't remember anything. Rather, I believe that, chalo, at least I'll be able to revise. What if I would have forgotten whatever I have not read? That's why I keep studying till the last minute. But whatever works for you, do that. Okay, there is no basically strict rules on that. And again, even if you do not get a good sleep today because of the stress, the anxiety, again, do not go to the exam hall thinking, oh my God, I did not get a good sleep yesterday, so I will not be able to do well in the exam. Nothing of that sort. Whether you have slept or you have not slept well today, you have to sleep well. But of course, still, if you're not able to do that, that should not affect your mindset. Ki just because I did not sleep yesterday, my performance will be affected. ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता है. I have given the exam by being awake like till 2 a.m. raat ko, but still we have done good. So, right, do not carry any baggages to the exam hall. That's very important. Yes, maybe I'll be able to give you some very, very authentic recall of the exam tomorrow and an honest opinion on the exam tomorrow. So, post-exam, I'll definitely meet you guys tomorrow. How many questions to leave per block if 10 plus nahi aa raha hai? First block mein, see, you have 4 blocks. So like I said, if you're looking at good ranks, 192 to hona chahiye. So 8 questions is what you can leave. So bas 2 questions वगैरह is what you have to target in every block if you're looking for some very, very great ranks in the INICET exam. So 2 से ज़्यादा मत छोड़ना. ठीक है? In some it might be 3, in some it might be 1, but 2 to 3 maximum is what I would suggest. Okay, 2 to 3. So Kriti, of course, I mean, guys, without any, it goes without saying, all my blessings, all my best wishes are with you guys. I will be really, really waiting to hear from each one of you post-exam. Anatomy, watch the Medsynapse videos, I would say. They would really help you. For the NEET PG exam, not for INICET. Don't do anything new today now. Okay? Yes or yes. It's absolutely right, thoughtful idiot. If you have any notes which you have handy for revision, you can do that. If you think that no, everything is scattered here and there, so you can go for that. It's absolutely fine. Anamika, see, you need to practice some meditation after this session is over immediately and some breathing exercises, do some Yog Nidra and make yourself calm. That really helps. है ना? मैं बताऊंगी डॉक्टर बाबू में. Yes. Thank you so much, PB. Thank you so much, Husna. Right. Anatomy, biochemistry, pharma are my favorite subjects. So I am based in Surat, right? So that's where I will be. Eagle eyes, कल एग्जाम है, पहले एग्जाम दे दो. नीट पीजी के बारे में हम बाद में बात करेंगे. Whether we can crack, we cannot crack, right? We want to cry, we want to laugh post exam. We will do it after INICET. अभी के लिए सिर्फ INICET पे फोकस करते हैं. Breakfast करके जाना please, right? At least something which gives you a good glucose, blood glucose levels. Please have that. 140 तो चाहिए grade 6. Please attempt maximum like around 188 questions, Meghna, at least. Yeah. See, everybody will feel like that, I'm not remembering anything, that has happened with me many times. Like I said, especially with the good performing students, it happens more often. That's the irony. But trust me, when you are there in the exam hall, automatically your brain will give you all the answers. Just at least try listening to it. Don't fall deaf to what your brain is trying to tell you, then nobody can help you. And that will happen if you get anxious and you get panicked. At least your brain बोल रहा है उसको सुन लेना. You do remember everything. Trust me, you do remember everything. Okay? Sayantan, you cannot say that. You have always been very, very good. Like, if you're not understanding, guys, in the last day, I want to study, but I'm not understanding what to do now. Just quickly go through the PYQs and subject wise. Anatomy, all PYQs, biochemistry, all PYQs. You can start from your weakest subject and then go to the strongest subject. At least quickly go through the question answer of the PYQ without delving into the explanation. At least do that. Prakash, if confused between two options, listen to your brain and mark the answer. Generally, the option which is more longer is correct. The examiner has put efforts इतना बड़ा option डालने के लिए क्योंकि उसमें कुछ ना कुछ hidden है. So one of the options which is the longer one, if you have that, it's going to be the answer. That's generally the trick that works. I'm not telling you this is like foolproof, right? Second, whatever your instinct says, mark that. Okay? Do not overthink and do not change your answers overthinking on that. First instinct को सिर्फ trust करना. See, people who have their notes handy, this is what I decided to read the last day. Stick to your notes. If not, you are absolutely confused and you are not doing anything productive today. At least do the PYQs then. Okay? Is that clear? हाँ जाओ please, so that very, very important, जो भी जा रहा है admit card के लिए, please keep your things ready for the exam hall. Whatever is required, I hope all your travel is in place, your admit cards, your IDs, everything is ready. Take the emergency medicines with you in the bag, not to the exam hall. Stay positive, that is most important in the exam hall. Attitude is what matters the most. Attitude is a very small word but makes a lot of difference in the exam hall. When you go to the exam hall, remember me and inhale confidence and exhale all the self-doubt, right? So do that, okay? Before going to the exam hall, take one deep breath and get all the confidence from me and exhale and give all the self-doubt to me, okay? I'll take that. Trust your instinct in the exam hall. Don't waste too much time on any question so that you don't have time for the rest of them. If any question is taking a lot of time, leave it, okay? For lengthy questions, the last two lines are very important. For image-based questions, first see the image, then the options, and then read the question. Time management, do not be like a slow panda in the beginning, and then you have to hurry at the end. Please do not do that. Be very careful right from the beginning. Attempt as many questions as you can, and for review, keep minimum questions. Remember the cheat codes, ruling out the options. Finding the odd man out, 3 options are going in one direction, 4th is going in opposite direction. If there are contradictory options out of the 4, the answer is generally one of them. All of the above, very important, is generally the right answer, and try to decode the new terms in the exam hall. Do not make silly mistakes of not reading the except, not reading the not in the question. Read question very, very carefully. Do not miss on any word. And I know that you've got it, dude, and you can do that, right? It is not as difficult as it seems. It's actually very, very easy. So anything is possible, but provided you have your inner peace. Okay? So stay calm. It is not that difficult. Whatever happens, just go with the faith that if I'm able to do good, that's for a reason. If I'm not able to do good, that's again for a reason. If you have that faith in life, you'll be able to accept and move on with anything and everything in your life very, very easily, right? That's the most important life mantra that I can give you. Okay? और INICET अगर अच्छा नहीं भी गया, एग्जाम हॉल से जब निकलोगे उसको बोल के आना, तू नहीं तो कोई और सही, कोई और नहीं तो फिर कोई और सही. सिर्फ INICET नहीं है, INICET के बाद NEET PG है, तो बोल के आ जाना कि INICET नहीं तो NEET PG सही, NEET PG नहीं तो अगला INICET सही, right? But today or tomorrow I am going to crack it. So go with that attitude, go with that confidence in the exam hall, exude that confidence. Be so confident that other people in the exam hall get frightened by your confidence, and ऐसे ही तुम उनका performance affect कर दोगे, right? That is very, very important. Okay? In INICET they do give you the pencil and the paper, मतलब admit card के पीछे लिखना होता है, ठीक है? So all the very best everyone. All my blessings, wishes and prayers are for each one of you. I would just pray that whatever hard work, the late night studies, the early morning studies, whatever sacrifices you have done so far, everything comes, your dreams come true tomorrow and you give in your best shot. Just remember that all you can do is give your best shot. When you come out of exam hall, you are satisfied that I did not do any silly mistake, I did not get panicked. Whatever was there, I did my best. So you have to come out with that satisfaction, no regrets whatsoever, right? No regrets whatsoever. So go with that confidence and please do not forget to get back post-exam. I'll be waiting to hear from you and I'll try to give you a very, very authentic recall, the post-exam. Okay? So that was from my side, not taking much of your time, and thank you so much everyone for all the trust, the love, the faith that you've had so far. I would definitely like to meet you, not in the classes now, like post INICET results, but for the interview, right? To share your success story with everyone, to inspire the other people who are going to be there, right? So definitely I would be waiting for that. So let's give in our best shot. Let's focus on the things that are in our control, right? So hoping for the best, but at the same time preparing for the worst is what you should be doing. Okay? Thank you so much everyone. How many corrects for top ranks? 150 तो आपको करना ही होगा, 150, 155. ठीक है? मैं कैसे वो मैं कर लूंगी. I've been doing it hours, so I'll manage somehow to do that. Okay, and of course you guys would help me post exam, so we are going to do it together. Okay, thank you so much everyone. Goodbye, take care, and still I would say keep studying, keep revising and keep winning. I'll see you again tomorrow evening, right? And we have the first impression session on Prep Ladder YouTube channel also post exam tomorrow, so I'll see you there as well. Thank you so much. Take good rest, right? Take your healthy body, healthy mind to the exam hall. Remember taking a deep breath, inhaling confidence and exhaling all the self-doubt. Okay? Thank you so much and yes, all the best.